Today's lesson, effects pedals. So many great players have got a distinctive sound because of the effects they use. For example, Jimi Hendrix was known for the Octavia, a Univibe, and the fuzz face distortion. You have Tom Morello, who's known for using the whammy pedal. Robin Trower with the Univibe, that type of thing. So these are some of the wah-wah pedal for certain players, depending on how they use the wah-wah. So I'm just going to give you a few examples of what you can do based on my pedals that I use on an everyday basis. So let's check them out. Number one, the whammy pedal. This is one of my favorite effects right here. You all know the Tom Morello, you know, that type of Rage Against the Machine sound. A lot of guys love this pedal. I love this pedal. That's one octave up. We can go to 2 octaves up, which gets even crazier. Real glitchy crap sound, but sounds really, really cool for certain songs. Very, very distinctive. You can also get harmonies, which is very cool. You can do it. Well, it's also, of course, if you want a more subtle effect. So that's the subtle side of this pedal. You get an octave down or an octave up. Here's octave down. Octave up. You can get a third, a fourth, a fifth. I mean, just so many cool combinations. Anyway, the possibilities are endless with this pedal. I mean, just remember, one thing to keep in mind, all these pedals and effects are kind of like spices for cooking. Some of them are subtle, right? If you want to add a little bit of salt to flavor. Some are moderate, and then some are extreme, like you're adding a ghost pepper to the mix. So you have to be careful on how you mix things, but man, I mean, think about it is how distinctive can you become with the effects that you're using. So let's take a look at a few other ones. This is obviously the wah-wah pedal. So you got the Hendrix way of using it. You've got the 70s funk guys. You've got Joe Satriani does something pretty cool. He'll take a Crybaby and leave it halfway open so you get kind of like this filtered kind of sound, which is really neat. So there's your wah-wah pedal right there. This is a one that I love, the Boss Super Shifter. Very interesting pedal because you can get like a vibrato kind of sound. Or you can get a crazy whammy pedal kind of sound. So that I love this pedal. This is one of my absolute favorites. Probably this is one of the key pedals in my board right here. I've also got Electro Harmonics Pitchfork. This is a more recent pedal, and this one has some cool features also. Even though these are all pitch shifting type of effects, first of all, it's got a very tight low end on it. It's like out of all the pedals, to me, this is tightest low end on the octave. One thing you can do on this you can't do on others. You can put it in dual mode, and this way you get an octave up and an octave down at the same time. So very cool effect. Now, I'm going to my main overdrive, which is I use 98% of the time when I'm playing rhythm, right? Is my Boss Super Overdrive SD1, which is modified by Keeley. You can find them cheap online for $75 or $80. It's modified by Keeley. It's a little bit more gain and a little more mid-rangey kind of pedal than the original from Boss. So I use that for my main overdrive. Again, we're talking about more subtle type of effects. During the solo, if I want to kick it up, these pedals were discontinued in the 90s. You can get them for like $20 to $30. It's called a Hardwire CM2 from Digitech. And so as I'm in a solo comes up, I want to get a kick up in volume and some extra gain. I'll put that pedal in so you're playing. Get a little volume pick up there and you get a little extra gain for your solo. Next to that, I've got another pedal that's been discontinued you can find cheap online, which is the Jimi Hendrix Octave Fuzz. And this gives you the, like that Purple Haze solo kind of sound, right? That kind of cool, that and the Band of Gypsies kind of sound. It's fuzz and Octavia at the same time. And then another one of my staples here, which is a Univibe. This is just a small one for, you know, situations where I kind of use them like this in a demo. But I am sponsored by Shinai. They make, if you want something that's a copy of the original Shinai that Jimmy used in the 60s, you got to go to Shinai.com. Incredible Univibe. They made me a custom one with my name on it, and I'm on their site. Killer sounding. This is just like it's a great for convenience. It's called the Microvibe from Voodoo Labs. So it's cool, you get this super psychedelic 60s kind of sound, you know, the Don't Eat the Brown Acid sound. Other than that, I've got a tuner pedal, because you always want to be in tune while you're playing, or as much as you can be. And really that's it. There's so many pedals out now, it's incredible. I mean, half the time I don't even know what they do because they all have weird names on them. But you know, it's all a matter of taste. Do you like the sound? Whose pedal do you like the overdrive sound? What style are you playing? Do you want an overdrive or do you want a distortion? Distortion's got a little bit of a harsher sound than an overdrive, where overdrive is kind of a middle ground type of thing. You can use that more for, you know, if you're playing a little more bluesy kind of stuff. But if you're playing heavy rock stuff, you want a distortion. Again, there's delays and so many different delays and overdrives and different types of things offered to you. So anyway, the bottom line is go in the music store, sit there for like 15 hours and try everything out because it's going to take you that long. But when you get your sound, you are going to be happy. And you can write some very, very distinctive songs by using your array of pedals. Well, we hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you do enjoy it, please subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to check out SlightReturn.com, MusicNoises.com, and Galaxy Videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Music 301.